Well, I think if you, especially if you live down here on the Gulf Coast, right? I mean, we're surrounded by industry. Every day you look at the newspaper or watch the news. There's always stories about something that happened, some type of incident that happened industrially, and this is our lifeblood. So every time I hear about a fire, or an explosion, or a cybersecurity incident, that kind of raises my ears, and it kind of concerns me for our business because it's all about perception. I say it all the time. The perception is the most important thing in our industry. And when bad things like that happen, that changes the perception of what we do professionally.
Absolutely. Perception is reality for a lot of people, for almost everybody. And we touched on this on an earlier topic. Neither one of us like having to use fear, right? But we still have to prepare we have to prepare the client for, okay, what happens after the incident? What happens after the event? How are we going to manage that, right? And so we have things like business continuity planning, and that are starting to incorporate more people from cyber, more people from HSE and safety.
Yeah, and I think if you look and see what OSHA says or what the Chemical Safety Board says at those incident investigations after the fact, they always come out with their findings. And normally their findings is someone owes us some money for doing something wrong, and then what are you going to do to make sure this doesn't happen again in the future? And that's when they come to us a lot of times saying, what can you do to help us improve this process, this technology, this procedure, so to keep us out of the news in the future? So it's a tough thing.
It is, but it's a reality of the nature of the beast, right? So if it is, maybe it's a third party that they did get the report after the event, and they've kind of compared that to their own policies, and then they come to somebody like you or me saying, okay, we take a look at these two things. We're noticing probably some scary patterns. How do we overcome these so we don't become the next group?
Right. And the one thing that I do enjoy more than anything about safety and cyber is that people share information.
Right.
The industry shares best practices and help everybody improve.